We are halfway through 2026, which means it is time to stop and rank the 10 best films of the year so far. At number 10, we have Send Help. This is an incredibly fun and entertaining survival thriller from Sam Raimi. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien are amazing on screen together. Dylan O'Brien is such a good and Rachel McAdams has such a commanding presence, and it has one of the best movie endings of the year. At number 9, we have Disclosure Day. I find it to be a great conspiracy thriller that is incredibly engaging. Spielberg has absolutely not lost his touch. There are a couple really standout sequences in this movie that make it an easy recommendation. At number 8, we have The Drama. This movie absolutely lit the internet on fire when it came out, and for good reason. It is a very dark comedy, but I found it to be one of the funniest movies of the year. And it's also really thought-provoking, making you think about how much you really know the person you love and how far you would go to forgive them. At number 7, we have Backrooms. I thought it really excelled at making you feel lost. I found it to be a great adaptation of the source material, and I cannot wait to see what Kane Parsons does next. At number 6, we have Hokum. I found this to just be an incredibly refreshing horror movie that tells a very compelling story about grief and self-forgiveness, and it's all done through a really interesting lens. It's one part escape room, one part haunted house. All of it is scary, and all of it is interesting. At number 5, we have Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie. This is just one of the best comedies of the 2020s so far. It is hilarious, it is wildly original, and it is definitely the best film I've ever seen use the handheld camera format. At number 4, we have 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. It is equal parts terrifying and thought-provoking, and it has an amazing needle drop in the third act revolving Ray Fiennes, not to mention how terrifying the Jimmies are. Goodness gracious, that barn scene was horrifying. At number 3, we have The Furious. This is just one of the best martial arts movies I have ever seen. It is just a non-stop wild ride of amazing martial arts action. The camera work is so visceral and enthralling. Our runner-up is Obsession. This movie has been praised to infinity, and deservedly so. Curry Barker has crafted an extremely special horror film that is equal parts horrifying and engaging from a story perspective. It takes such a simple premise and runs with it and executes it very well. Indy Navarrete absolutely deserves an Oscar for her performance as Nikki. But coming in at number 1 is, of course, Project Hail Mary. I have seen this film 5 times, and I find it to just be such a heartfelt, endearing, thought-provoking, interesting, and hilarious science fiction film. Rocky is the best companion in any space movie ever, and the way the film just tells its story is so engaging. It's so filled with hope and love, and it's such a good movie I even got my mom to go watch it.